hello everyone, Radhe Radhe. Today I'm going to talk about Saturn in the second house of the horoscope. Yesterday I did the video when Saturn was posited here, that is in the first house. Today I'm going to talk about Saturn posited in the second house. This is the second house in Vedic astrology, and second house means the house of our wealth, family and speech. Okay, so Saturn sitting here is going to control all these three: wealth, family and speech. Your wealth can be your capacity to earn wealth and particularly to accumulate wealth can be restricted up to a certain age. You are, even if you're earning enough, you would not be able to save properly when Saturn is posited here. So what is the indication, or what is the message that you're getting with the help of Vedic astrology? That start saving, start spending money properly, start maybe use somebody who is better in financial planning than yourself, because your Saturn here is not going to let you save money in case you're going to behave recklessly. Okay, so Saturn sitting in the second house, it becomes problematic for the person to save money even if that person is earning money enough. Similarly, second house is also represented by our family. Okay, so our family environment, particularly in the childhood and as we are growing up, is restricted. What happens is that the kid who has this Saturn in the second house will always feel, in case you're watching this video, then you know that your family environment was very restricted. You had a disciplined parents at home, or maybe your grandparents were very disciplined, that you had a very discipline that you had to wake up at 5 o'clock, you had to follow a particular routine like Saturn, because Saturn is what? Saturn is discipline, Saturn is routine, Saturn is something working in an organized fashion. So Saturn in the second house is also controlling our speech. So in some cases, speech of a person can get delayed. The person can also have stammering kind of problem. So all these factors we can see when Saturn is sitting in the second house. And what is the message that we are getting? Okay, the message that we are getting, that since Saturn is sitting in the second house, so that is why the Jyotish is guiding you that you start saving money. You can hire a financial planner who can help you in saving money, because you are not able to save money, and you won't be able to save money properly till 36 years of age, till Saturn matures. Okay, and your family environment is very restrictive, so you can just start being very organized, otherwise you will have that frustration. So Saturn being here in the second house is actually showing you that okay, fine, you're going to have a very, very disciplined family life. So this is about the second house. Now, as we know that Saturn has three aspects, that is third aspect, seventh aspect and 10th aspect. Okay, yesterday we also talked about it. So Saturn's third aspect is going in the fourth house, because how do we count in Vedic astrology? We count like this. We count starting from the where Saturn is sitting. So we count from here: 1, 2, 3. So the fourth aspect is third aspect is going in the fourth house. So fourth house is the house of our mother. Fourth house is the house of our comfort. Fourth house is the house of our real estate, our home. The fact that we can own the own property is represented by the fourth house. Our relationship with our mother, and particularly our peace of mind. Our peace of mind is represented by fourth house. In case if you think that you are not able to get peace of mind properly, then please check your fourth house. Your fourth house may be getting aspected by some malefics, and that's why you're not able to have peace of mind properly. So Saturn's third aspect here shows that all these factors that I just named, that is your peace of mind, your relationship with your mother, your possession of property, all these things will be delayed till at least 30-36 years of age. And that's why all are indicating that you be very responsible towards these houses. And Saturn's aspect is clear, denoting here that the relationship with the mother and your the thing that you can own a property, that is also going to get delayed. So this is about the fourth house because Saturn's third aspect is going in the fourth house. Now we'll talk about the Saturn's seventh aspect. Seventh aspect is going in the eighth house. Why? Because we are going to count again like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so seventh aspect is going in the eighth house. Eighth house is what? Eighth house is the relationship benefits that we have, that we get. Is the our relationship with our in-laws, also the kind of knowledge, particularly in the area of occult science, all this astrology, tarot card, numerology. So all these knowledge will be delayed, particularly up to an age of 30 years and 35 years of age, or till Saturn matures. And then lastly, Saturn's 10th aspect is going in the 11th house. How? Because we are going to count like this from here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10th aspect is going in the 11th house. 11th house is the house of our elder sibling, is the house of our fulfillment of our hopes and desires, incoming gains. So Saturn's 10th aspect is going in the 11th house. So two money related houses. See, 11th house is also incoming gain, and second house is also, as I said in the beginning, is the house of our wealth. So the Saturn's positioning by, in the second house, your wealth is getting impacted two times. First of all, here in the second house, because Saturn is itself sitting in the house of wealth, and then Saturn is aspecting the 11th house by its 10th aspect. Okay, so Saturn by its 10th aspect is controlling all the incoming gains. So you have to be very, very careful as far as your incomes are concerned. As I told you in the beginning, either you can hire somebody who will plan for yourself. Okay, because see, if you're going to do it, you will realize that even if you're earning enough, you're not able to save money. You're not able to even own a property, because Saturn's Saturn's third influence on the fourth house is not able to make you own a property up to a particular time. All these things are going to become better after the age of 36 years when Saturn matures. Okay, so that's a long time, but before that, what we can do, we can start, since we now know that what are the meanings of these aspects. So okay, I can hire a financial planner who will plan for my finances, and I'm not gonna do it. Okay, so because I know today that Saturn is sitting in the second house. Similarly, if I have to own a property, then I will try to own that property not just in my name, but also in the name of somebody whose fourth house is better. I'm going to maybe own it in the name of my mother or father or spouse or brother who has a better fourth house. Okay, because if your fourth house is trashed and you are going to buy a property, and then it is, there are chances that that property might go into litigation, and you don't want that, right? So that's why it's important that you in such cases you buy a property with somebody, so that's the thing. And similarly, all this knowledge of occult sciences and the 8th house matters, that knowledge is going to get delayed till the age of 36 years. So, and 11th house as well, the incoming gains, this is also going to get delayed up to age of 36 years. So, and there's one more interesting thing. See, every time, since I'm an astrologer and I'm also a lawyer by profession, so people always ask me that, Mansha, you are a student of law and you have been also a student of philosophy, you are into astrology, that why do you believe in destiny so much? Okay, see, I am not a believer of destiny, to tell you very frankly, and I'm gonna repeat it. I'm not somebody who is going to change my stand on this thing. I'm not a believer of destiny. I'm not somebody who believes in destiny, that okay, this is written in my fate and it's gonna happen. I am not a believer. In fact, that's the reason that I learned astrology. See, astrology only tells you that okay, these are the limitations, right? These are the limitations. Saturn sitting in the second house is doing what and aspecting what. Now the free will comes into picture. Are you going to let Saturn control your life, or are you going to let yourself control your life? Okay, are you going to, because Saturn sitting, for example, yesterday I talked about Saturn sitting in the first house is going to make you very serious. So are you going to, just because Saturn is sitting in the first house, you're going to become very serious and, ultimately become very depressed? No, you're going to use that seriousness and ultimately do something with your life, maybe making up a business model, or, doing something with your life that, you achieve like a PhD, you become a judge, because Saturn in the first house also indicator of becoming a judge, because Saturn represents law and order. So are you going to let the planet control your life? No, of course not. Planets are going to help us. Planets are not our enemies. Saturn is a planet which is here to help us. In fact, Saturn is the only planet that helps us in paying off our karma. Saturn is Saturn is a planet which is always named as some planet that there is this Sade Sati, there is this Kantak Shani, there is this Dhaya of Shani and whatnot, and then you see people worshipping on Saturday and doing all the puja. See, the thing is that you don't have to fear Saturn in that way. Saturn is only going to help you in paying off your karma. No planet is going to help you in paying off your karma. There are different representations of planet, like Sun obviously represents your career, your father, your health. Moon represents your mother, your mind, your emotions. Mars represents your strength, your brothers, your even boyfriends, your properties. Okay, Rahu, Ketu are the illusions. Obviously, sometimes they give you success. Jupiter is the wisdom. Wealth is your Venus is your desire. But Saturn is the only planet that helps you in paying off your karma. You must have seen in my videos that I started making my videos from Pap Kartri Yoga, and my second video was about Saturn, and I can actually assure you that on this particular channel we are going to have most of the topics and most of the subjects of Saturn, because Saturn is my favorite planet, and Saturn is the only planet that helps us in paying off our karma. Okay, so I think now you have understood that in case Saturn is sitting in the second house, then how it is going to react, and how it is going to behave, and how it will let you behave. But you have your free will to act, and Saturn's aspect in the 4th house, in the 8th house, and the 11th house by its all these aspects. So this is about the second Saturn in the second house, and hope you like this video. And in case you did, then please let me know your comments in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Hare Krishna.